Once upon a time in Storybook Ending.
What brought you to town?
I wanted to get away from my family. My grandmother died like a month ago now, and she was very rich, and she gave all the stuff to me because I was the only one who actually stayed around with her.
Not only does Tab's sort of mind-altering magic fail to affect you, Orion, I think you can feel it. You can feel the magic trying to wriggle its way into your brain and control you, and that does not feel good.
I believe that we may be on the verge of having another issue. And she grabs 2 books. And the second one, it is a copy of The Wizard of Oz.
We have an issue. But there's a fortress within the woods and like a good army of a few dozen animals under this woman's command. And she is a speaker.
What was that voice that talked to us on the first time that we went to whatever that place was? What's its name?
Eleag Hoyt. Hello and welcome to Storybook Ending. My name is Loxley. I use V, Veer, or they, them pronouns, and I will be your keeper of stories. With me today is Addie.
My name is Addie, the player. I use she, her pronouns, and I play the character Margie Gloucester, who also uses she, her pronouns.
We also have Danny.
I'm Danny, and I'll be playing Viola Thomas. Both of us use she, her pronouns.
Next we have Killian.
Hey there, I'm Killian. I use they, them pronouns, and I play Tabs the Fox, who uses he, they pronouns.
And lastly, Grim.
My name is Grim. I use any pronouns you throw at me, and my character, Orion Murrah, does the same.
We see Orion. He is face down in the dirt, his fingernails clawing at the leaves and brush that he is now pinned to, with the roots wrapping around his injured leg. He hears something. It's not Tabs, it's not even Eagle. It's a voice, painfully familiar, saying his name. Orion! Orion! And then a different voice cuts in as another, more painfully familiar face walks up to him, squints at him, and this rather large, bald, bearded man says, Orion! God, I can't believe you. Why do you always have to mess things up?
Orion doesn't speak. He's been taught to not speak while this person is speaking.
Yeah, this figure just kind of paces in front of you, just within the edges of your vision as you're kind of pinned to the forest floor. And he's just ranting and raving, and he says, every time I work to provide for this family, and every time, you fuck it up. What am I gonna do with you? Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know. He doesn't know. Of course he doesn't know. You know what? I just can't be in the same room with you. And the man walks out of the field of your vision, and a few seconds later, a second form walks into your vision. It's a smaller woman, a bit heavy set. She has black hair down to just below her shoulders. She says, Orion, come on, darling. You know better than to rile him up.
I didn't do anything wrong, though.
Really? You didn't? Hon, it would be better if you just admitted to it.
Admit to what?
Oh, goodness. What are we gonna do with you? And she walks off. And then a third figure walks up and he says, I know you didn't do anything, Orion. It was me. And I know you... Oh, God. You took the fall, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I can't face it, you know? I'm not brave like you. You're always taking them on and showing a brave face, but I can't.
It's fine. I thought Mom would get it at least.
Yeah, she does sometimes. And we see this figure that looks similar to you, but with dyed black hair with brown roots. A bit younger. And he just crouches down in front of you and he says, are you gonna be, okay? I don't want you running off or anything.
Oh, I'll manage.
Well, okay. Well, hey, just keep your chin up, Keep being brave. And he kind of sulks off out of your field of view. And finally, after a painfully long pause, you're lying there with your already wounded leg just aching in pain after twisting your ankle after hitting the ground so hard. Your old injury being exacerbated, and not to mention all the running and climbing stairs and everything you've been doing on it after driving for a week straight. But you hear that voice again here, Orion! Orion! And your grandmother steps into frame. Tell me about your grandmother. What does she look like?
She's old, but she doesn't look old. There's a certain air of just like youth to her constantly. Dark black hair that falls well below her shoulder blades. Dyed, but still. She's not too tall, about like 5'4". Very small lady, but she pale skin and all that. She's there's not really a good way to describe her other than you have to see her.
And you do see her. And I think maybe your heart skips a beat for just a second as you see this woman who mattered so much to you. And she steps into your field of view as real as anything, as real as the trees around you, as real as the bastard behind you that trapped you with these roots and that bird. And she kneels down in front of you and she cups your cheek in one hand and she says, Orion, you're going to have to be brave for me now, Orion. Remember, kindness in the face of hatred is the truest form of bravery.
It's hard.
Oh, I know. It always is when it matters. But I chose you, Orion. I know you can do this. I know you can be the man that you're destined to be. Now I need you to be brave for me, okay?
Okay.
And rather than stepping out of your field of view, she simply fades away. Now, Tabitha, you have been standing here this whole time, right behind Orion, and he has been talking to himself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's weird. I don't know if you say or do anything, but he doesn't seem to respond to you in the moment.
I feel like Tabs is kind of standing there watching this happen, kind of like knowing that I feel like he was initially kind of like ranting at Orion, but when Orion started speaking to something that wasn't him and was kind of like zoned out, the words quickly died off and he started to just kind of like stare kind of quizzically at Orion, glancing at Eagle occasionally, like, excuse me, what the fuck is this, you know? Not really
Right.
exchanging much words.
Yeah, I think you just kind of watch and trying to decide if I want you to roll for this or if I'll just throw you a bone. Yeah, why don't you roll me a sort of equivalent of an intelligence check to see if you can kind of figure out what's going on here.
Okay.
That can
Reason for
obviously be
that?
reason, or if you want to swing something else.
Intelligence check, okay. I'm glancing over the descriptions for the other impulses.
I think scheme could also work here,
I feel like
given that it's kind of taking into account the multitude of factors here.
Scheme is definitely gonna be what I go with then, because I have
All
more of that.
Yep, you just needed to hit a 4. All
Let's
right.
go.
A 1, a 1,
Hey,
and a 6.
almost wasn't there.
Yeah, as good and bad as you could get.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think you're kind of confused at first, but you realize you still feel that sort of tinge of magic from your siren spell that edged its way into his brain, and it must have messed with something that was going on there. He's cast a
Oh
lot
no.
of spells just in the last few minutes. And then you tried to magically affect his mind, and you think maybe it just sort of dislodged something temporarily. It's not a permanent effect, of course, but you think maybe he is seeing things that you do not see.
Okay. Me, the player, Killian, is flabbergasted at this realization. I'm not gonna lie. But, Tabs, I think, kind of... So, has the magic already been cast, or is it drawn back in already? Because if it's still being cast by accident, I feel like he's gonna draw it in and, like, try and reel in his magic and bring the wildness to calm, you know?
Yeah. I think we'll say maybe while the spell had, for the most part, ended, there was still that sort of twinge left.
So he's gonna draw that in and kind of draw closer to Orion and like crouch by his shoulder and kind of give it a gentle shake. Orion, are who are you speaking to?
And I think, Orion, this is right after your grandmother fades away.
What?
You were speaking with somebody I could not see. Who? What happened?
It, it was nothing.
Nothing.
Your spell sure does quite a punch, doesn't it?
Ugh. Orion, you must know that I did not see that there was any other way to get to you.
Yeah. Just let me up.
So Tabs is going to withdraw the spell of the Tangle of the Roots. Or if it's like not so longer magically cast, they're gonna try and like wedge their hands under the roots and get help Orion from them.
Yeah. I think for sure with a bit of both, you're able to loosen the roots by releasing the magic that's holding them so taut, and then kind of pull them out.
As he's doing this, Tabs is going to, while not meeting Orion's eyes, kind of quietly be like, you must know that this is not the way. We should not kill this witch. There, not only is there an army for you to face on your own, but there's other situations in which we could get around this. And we have a plan right now with Margie and Viola. They're going to be here shortly.
Listen, I don't like fighting, okay? I'm just trying to make sure no one else gets hurt.
You had me fooled.
Ooh.
Could we take a moment and get out of the forest while we wait for Margie and Viola as well as the others?
Just give me a second. He's clearly like not putting weight on his other leg that
Mhm.
with the ankle twisted and his previous injury. I would like to cast a spell with grit.
All right, I can guess, but what's the point of the spell?
I'm gonna try and heal up the damage that Tabs caused.
Damn.
Okay.
Let's see, go through that.
Oh.
Oh, that is not great.
Let's see.
Only 5 letters.
Oh my god, you can do fire and cast the same Helios spell.
I don't know how well that would work on a twisted ankle.
Let's see.
I'm just saying.
Let's.
Oh.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You could do fix.
Let's see, is there anything else?
Hmm.
May I direct your gaze to fire once more?
I mean, it is technically an option.
Don't do it. I swear to God.
I burned my leg. Oh, it feels so much better. I think I'm gonna go with the simple thing of just fix.
FIX fix. All right. Now for the impact, you will be rolling. What you said you were using grit,
Yep.
so you'll be rolling grit again, and then any 4 pluses will be a point of spirit damage you regain.
Nice. Let me find my D4s. They're so hidden in this tiny
D6s.
cigar box. Yeah, D6s.
D6s.
Listen, they're squares. Let's see, that is a 1, that is 6. Nice! Everyone's really going at it with the 1s and 6s.
I guess that's the theme today: feast or famine, feast and famine, I suppose. All right, you heal 1 point of spirit damage. I think with that, your leg definitely still aches, but you're able to put most of your weight on it, so you can at least walk all right.
Eh, pretty much like normal.
The normal aggravated state, sure, yeah.
What does this magic look like?
That's a great question.
I don't think you've used grip before.
Let's see. I want to say that he places his hand on like his knee where Tavs can clearly see the very gnarly looking scar, and there's a little bit of a pulse that just like from in his hand, the bones glow in his hand and it pulses, and instead of going directly into the knee it travels down his leg to his ankle and just dissipates through that.
Sure, yeah. I love that.
Interesting. Orion, do you need aid as we leave the forest?
I should be fine.
I don't want you making it worse.
It's it's all good. I've had worse. I can just get a crutch out of my car later. I should still have those.
If you're certain. Let's go wait for Margie and Viola. They shouldn't be too long, and we need to retrieve your phone.
Oh, my phone. Wonder how long Marky's just been on call.
We come back and she's still saying hello? In the background. No. I think actually with that we are going to cut over. Margie and Viola, you have been outside the castle, John Noble's real estate firm, and Margie was on the phone with Tabs and kind of Orion, and then suddenly there was a rustling sound, like the phone was dropped, and then you didn't hear much, just kind of forest noises in the distance.
Forest noises. Margie kind of pulls the phone away from her ear and she looks at Viola and she says, "They've gone quiet. I might be reading too much, but it sounds like the forest ate them. I'm really only hearing the sounds of forest."
I'm sure the forest didn't eat them.
Well, they sound like they got snatched up or something.
Well,
Like nobody answered my hellos, as you could clearly, see.
oh yes, I heard you repeating yourself. I don't see that we have any other choice then but to go to the forest and hope that they answer the phone, find the phone, get thrown up by the forest, whatever.
Oh my god. Oh, don't you have any idea how big that thing is? Oh boy. And Margie hangs up and redials the phone number.
Okay, yeah. I think we still got a couple minutes before they're caught up, so we'll say that in the chase scene, Tabitha and Orion got far enough that they weren't able to hear the phone in the distance quite yet.
And Margie kind of reports the call going to like voicemail or something. And so she like reports that to Viola. "Well, they're not picking up anymore. Oh, this does not bode well. It's been a hot while."
We'll call back again
Well,
later.
Okay.
It's going to take us some time to get... Well, no, we're not that far from the forest. Small town.
I'm
But,
just saying, it's very suspicious that they're both in a forest and now they're not answering.
Okay, but...
Okay, damn.
Wait, that's not supposed to be a innuendo.
But Margie, we're out here, and there's nothing we can do from out here, and we have to take these lovely folks to find the witch anyway, so we might as well let them lead us through the forest and hope that we find our friends along the way.
Alrighty then.
Keep your phone on. If they find theirs, they'll call you back.
Well, of course.
That's about all we can do at this point, yes?
Well, yes. Honestly, after this, I need Orion to teach me that little mapping spell he's created. Be awfully useful right now.
Yes, it would, but until then, let's just...
Wait. Can't we also create a spell of our own?
I'm sure we could.
Thank goodness you realized that. I've been waiting, thinking, are they gonna... Are
Yes!
Please try to replicate Orion's thing. That would be fun.
Yeah, I think Margie's gonna go, you know what? What's the harm? She's literally just trying to look for somebody and not, mess with her body. So I want to, cast a spell with reason, I suppose?
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay, I only have one reason, so I'm gonna...
Is there a way to help her create the spell?
Let's see. There are crossword spells. I'm not sure you would need one of those. Let me see if there's a different way to.
Oh yeah, baby, I got a 6, though I don't know.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if these letters will help me.
Hold on. I'm coming.
That's a lot of vowels. That's... In fact, that's all of them are vowels except for the L. Yeah. Oh boy.
I am going to say. Normally you would do this before, but since you asked and it was my fault for not having the answer ready. Viola, if you want to cast a boon spell, that could grant her additional dice to get her more letters.
Okay.
So that's a spell. It can be an existing or a new spell. And then the impact, however many successes you get, that's the number of dice she would add to her roll.
Okay, does that mean I get to re-roll for my letters?
I think we'll say you just add the new letters,
Okay, cool.
but let's make sure Viola succeeds first.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would want to cast a new spell.
Sure. Yeah, if you don't think any of your current spells would work.
A vibe would probably work.
How so? I'm not disagreeing with you. I just want to make sure we.
Just in that she is trying to get on the same wavelength as Margie, get the same vibes, feeling the same feelings as her, helping her work
Yeah,
through
that
this
makes
whole
sense.
thing.
All right, cool. So how many points in vibe do you have? Is it?
I have 2.
All right, so roll 2d6 in the dice box. You just need to hit a 4 for any successes. Oh no!
All right.
Damn.
So I guess I'm not helping.
That's
That would be
snake
2
eyes.
ones.
Danny, do you need my
Oh.
lucky rock that I keep in my dice box?
I mean, digital dice just hate me. I'm waiting impatiently for my pixels to come in so that I can have something to handle.
Yeah, that seems like it'll be a great boon to you.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh,
all right,
God.
so I guess we're back to Margie with just the.
Yep.
Sorry, I just saw what you put in your spell mat. Would you like to read that off for the listeners at home?
Since I literally only have one consonant and the rest are vowels, I put in Allah, which is French for at the blank, basically. I don't know
Allah.
how. That's good.
Huh.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, why does that make
Kinda got
sense? though?
Actually, if we're going with French, if you were to accent them, it could be at the place.
Yeah, that's my point.
So yeah, that would work.
I
Can we use other languages?
I don't know. I just happen to have.
I choose Simglish.
I took French for 5 years, so that's my background. I went there, so
Wait, does Margie know French though?
I don't. Does Viola know French?
Viola absolutely knows French and
Yes.
Italian and Spanish, probably.
Oh my
And Latin.
god, Viola.
Well, she
That makes sense. We've
She
established she's a
knows-
linguist. I
yeah,
think.
she knows
I love it.
Latin and all the Latin languages. So yeah, French,
Yeah,
Italian, and
Margie
Spanish.
want to learn French underneath Viola and have like just the basics.
I think I'm trying to find the actual rule in the game. I know it says roughly that you can use other languages so long as you know those languages and aren't just like Googling random words to make. So, Addie, if you know French to the degree that you're
Yeah.
comfortable casting this, you can cast it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I do have a question though. So
Okay.
so Allah, that's like directional, sort of.
Mhm.
If we do have French listeners, I am so fucking sorry for what I'm about to say because I.
Oh,
But anyways, I was wondering, can I just say like, can I just say like Orion, Allah or something like that, and just have the spell just like lead me to Orion instead of just I wouldn't have to say. Fuck, I'm confusing myself. I'm so sorry.
that's okay. I think it works just well enough that it will be able to lead you to him, considering he is the Orion and Taps are the focus of your spell.
Okay.
I think we can make that work.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
It means at
pronouns.
the
Yeah, at the
as a phrase.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think you learn that Orion and Tabitha are at the random spot in the woods, and you know where that random spot is now.
Okay, cool. All right, now that's my spell, and now I have to roll to see if I'll succeed.
No, with new
Oh.
spells, you don't always have to roll. It's mainly if it's affecting another character in a like
Oh, fucking
Mechanical way.
slay!
fucking slay indeed. Is that also French?
No.
Yeah, no, I
Uh,
think it just activates and you are able to
Okay.
find your way there. I do have an important question
Okay,
for
cool.
you and Viola.
Yes.
Are you taking the whole Oz gang? The Scarecrow, Dorothy, Toto, Jojo, and
Yes.
Edward.
Yes.
We will not split the party further. They are
No.
all
Okay,
coming with us.
good.
Yeah.
That is such a relief to hear.
Yeah, the whole point is for them to be on the journey, not necessarily Margie and Viola. They're kind of
Yeah.
like the monitors, so. But yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay, that is a relief. All right. You start trekking into the forest. I think Tabs and Orion's scene took a little while, so you're at least a good bit into the forest. Tabs and Orion, back to you. You get back to the phone. You might find that it has a missed call from Margie.
Probably has 30 missed calls.
Do you call her? What are you doing here?
Orion is just. I don't think he's going to feel like picking it up right now.
like picking it up off the ground or answer?
I think he's just going to leave it with Tabs right now.
Habs doesn't know how to take a phone, bestie.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, new phone, Tabs. You can learn it.
Frick.
Hey, we did establish if you activate Siri, you actually get the phone entity thing, the FON.
He
Yes.
doesn't have Margie's number saved, does he?
You can say, like, call the
No.
most recent number we called because Margie called you recently. I guess Tabs wouldn't think to know that.
Habs wouldn't know.
Call the person we called or something. I don't know.
Habs would be struggling. I think he's just gonna pocket it.
Okay.
Unfortunately for Margie. He could say call last person, but he doesn't know how to
Listen.
phone really works. He's
Listen,
a fox.
fine. We'll just head out of the woods and it'll be all good.
So wait, you're not staying in place, you're leaving.
Going to the edge
Yes.
of the woods, yes.
Speaking
Okay.
of things Orion does, I want to cast another spell.
Oh my freaking god.
Because that's always done well.
Stop casting spells!
I need him to cast a reason spell.
Real quick, we are going to say that Margie's spell is active enough that it will keep going until you find each other, just so that we don't have to keep casting new spells to find. I just want the party to be unsplit, okay? Is that so much to
Yeah.
ask?
Yeah.
It's been like 3
It shouldn't
seconds.
be. It shouldn't.
Okay. Now, Orion, what are you casting?
Well, I'm casting a reason spell. I want to, since I'm heading back out, I want to try to talk to Eliog again. See if Bay picks up the phone.
Bay!
Oh God.
Did you just
Okay.
call God Bay?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the I and W I still have saved in the letters because I have those.
All right, because that was reason last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I'm doing the same thing again, so let's see. Okay. Oh look!
Oh,
I
okay.
W O G D O A N underscore O.
Underscore being a wild card, of course.
Oh, are you open to?
I mean, the obvious one is right there.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I necessarily get to talk.
I don't know. We're pretty flexible with spells.
God.
You don't have to state your exact full intention every time.
I want to hear
God
these
now.
suggestions. I want to hear these
Well,
suggestions. Force the god to pick up the phone.
God, now.
The first one's also very hilarious.
Hi, God.
It's me, your boy.
That's so good.
It's me again, Orion.
The only person who knows you actually exist and have a name.
Well, except for Eagle. Eagle's mentioned the bird god at least. So maybe that's Eleog Croit. Crowit. I don't know. I
Oh
thought
my
there would
gosh,
be something there.
Forget God, I'm just gonna summon a dog.
I mean, maybe Leog is a dog. You don't know. I love dogs.
I'm debating whether I want to force the god to answer and be nice.
I really like High God.
It is
I'm
pretty
gonna
good.
do High God, and hopefully the spell lasts long enough to get to the other people. And God now just seems like it would be it would cost like wasted time because God just shows up. Let's do High God.
Okay. This one I think is going to be a roll.
Oh,
An impact roll, because we have established that when you cast a spell to directly affect sort of the overarching mysteries and whatnot, that is a roll. It's not.
I'm not trying to affect anything. I'm just trying to call Pookie.
I don't know if you know this. Trying to talk to God in a two-way conversation is not as simple as trying to find your friend.
What do you mean? They make it sound so simple all the time.
Okay.
Okay. 2 dice.
All right.
That is a 6 and a 3. No more feast
All
or
right.
famine. Just feast and slightly famine.
Feast and peckish. What does the spell look like as you talk to God? As you say hi, God?
Is Taps walking behind, slightly behind Orion, trying to make sure that he doesn't just randomly bolt again?
Slightly behind to make sure he doesn't bolt, and also I feel like Orion might have taken a few steps away from the phone, so it would have given Tabs like a little bit of room between them to like gather the phone and kind of look it over before he pockets it and follows after.
Okay. So, real quick, when he hit the ground, his hair's usually pulled up pretty tight. It's barely hanging on now, but just enough that Taz can see whatever the heck you did before with the back of his neck
Oh shit!
when he learned Eliog's name. So this is you
Right.
describing the spell.
Oh shit!
So, funny thing, you're gonna find this hilarious.
Oh god.
I don't remember what I was thinking when I said I knew what it was. I never wrote it down, and it's
Well,
been haunting me ever since I edited that episode.
That sucks.
good thing you can edit that out and pretend you know and just make up something on the fly.
Yes, it's an ancient rune.
Yes.
Uh, Honestly, I think it was probably just the name Ileakoi, because I said something about it being like multiple separate, distinct formations, I guess.
Nice.
So it's like the caller ID on the back of your neck, and you hear a
The
faint
only
ringing
caller ID
sound.
you have.
True.
No. What the heck is the British guy's name? I already forgot.
Wadsworth?
Yeah, Wadsworth. Orion didn't forget. I forgot.
And then there's your comatose friend. You have Jaden's
Oh
caller
dang!
ID.
Way to
Much
send in
good
the
as it
depression
does.
again.
Oh my god, Loxley!
Sorry, was that rude?
I heard that.
Okay.
Brutal.
Oh, this is great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to stall because you're contacting God.
Yes, please make a voice for God.
I mean, technically, I did the voice in the very first session.
Oh, you
Uh,
did.
So, okay, you feel this kind of connection formed. What? There's no voice at first. What do you say?
First I'm just going to say, do I have to speak out loud? Do I feel that I have to speak out loud, or or is it like kind of just a test the waters kind of thing?
I don't know that you know yet.
Okay. He's going to think in his head, Aleog? Trying to elicit a response.
This is very purposeful silence, by the way. I'm being silent because you don't get a response.
Oh, okay. Let's see. He's going to say it out loud. Aleog?
Yeah, what's up? I just wanted to mess with you.
Ah. Nice to talk to you again.
I mean, I don't know how much you've talked to me.
I mean, you're right. I was so rude. I didn't say a word when I was randomly pulled out of my moving car.
Yeah, honestly, your generation.
Fair, honestly. Hey, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
What's up with the witch being a speaker?
You know about that. Where's the hang up button? Ah, shit.
Did your reality TV of our lives get a little boring? Did we fix the last problem too fast?
Hold on, I got this. Orion Mura. There are forces beyond your comprehension at work. I work in mysterious ways. Hold on.
Called it mysterious ways.
I work in mysterious ways. And if I tried to explain them to you, your mind would be simply melted by the vastness of my intelligence and power.
Leon. So, like, is this just like how many other minor deities just randomly show up and throw people into basically home entertainment for them?
You're making a lot of assumptions right now, and I don't really appreciate it.
I mean, I'm not usually the type to randomly get like a random power up with a god and storybooks and stuff. This seems very much like you're bored or something. Just being honest.
You know what? Maybe it's the mortal mind that works in mysterious ways, because I don't really know how you got there, and I know a lot of things.
It's called mental illness.
Okay, well, that seems stigmatizing in a very strange way. Listen, bud, I gotta go.
Hey, hold on, one more question.
Okay.
What's the next one going to be?
Alright, it's nice talking to you.
God damn it.
Hey, how many potential points do you have left over? You're not gonna make this permanent, are you? Because, like, I don't got time for continuous chats.
What?
Never mind, you wouldn't understand. Bye!
God, I need to take a minute.
Tabitha, you heard half of that conversation.
I need to take a minute. Holy.
Tabs is convinced this man is losing it. I'm sorry. Those two talking to God moments in a minute.
Holy hell! That was amazing! Holy hell! Oh yeah, out of character, I just want to point out that Orion's grandmother for some reason said, "I chose you." Bitch, what?
Don't call your grandmother a bitch, Orion.
I'm talking in the... I can't. This is so serious after almost a fight.
Okay, we're gonna cut away to give you a minute.
Okay.
Margie and Viola, you are traipsing through the woods with the Oz characters in tow. And Dorothy is looking fearfully back and forth, and Edward is similar looking in fear just because he's kind of picking up on her fear. And she says, oh my, I sure hope there's no, I don't know, lions or tigers or, oh goodness, even bears. Oh my.
Well, first of all, sweetie, you've got a couple of things wrong with that. Lions are either at the zoo, if they're in America, or, Africa, the
It's
continent.
really more of a tropical forest thing rather than a North American forest. You don't have to worry about tigers here, and lions are definitely found, more in desert-type areas. You're not going to find tigers or lions here. Bears, I think we're a little bit too far south for most of the bears. You don't really need to worry about any of them.
Roll a perception check for bears.
For all the bears, she means. We're a little too south for all the bears. There's no bear.
No, there are definitely bears in this forest, and I need you to roll. No, I'm kidding. God, wouldn't that be a twist? Dorothy seems somewhat comforted by your words. And she says, "Wow, I never knew that about tigers being in tropical rainforest. We don't have tropical rainforest in Kansas. It's a pretty dry place."
Really, and you don't have tigers there either, do you?
No, I don't think so.
No. No need to worry about tigers.
And Edward says, "But what if there's local zoo and they broke out?"
Edward, what are we trying to get from the wizard?
Courage.
And do you know the best way to earn your own courage?
To go to a wizard for it and outsource my problems to someone
No.
else?
No, Edward. Edward, my dear, you fake it until you make it.
Oh.
You need to act brave. You are going to be an example for Dorothy. You are going to be brave for Dorothy. Yes?
Okay, I'll try my best.
There you go. Good job, Edward.
And he walks a little straighter, but you can still see him kind of furtively glancing around, just in case there's a rare Midwest bear.
I will accept the small win.
Jojo is playing on his phone as he walks. That's all. He's not doing much. And the Scarecrow is just kind of skipping along because he thinks it's still skipping time from earlier.
Of course, yes. Jojo, would you mind paying a bit more attention to where we're going?
What? Like you said, there's not like bears or anything.
No, but there's trees that you could walk into.
Yeah, right. Like that's gonna happen. Oh God! Ow!
Just a little. I told you so.
Okay. Point proven. God damn it. You know, it's funny that this happened because I wouldn't have to worry about walking into trees if I was in my police car where I'm supposed to be on my patrol. I get fired for this.
Yes, but you can't drive a police car through the woods.
That's the point.
Wow. Do you mean to tell me that you are on shift right now, and instead of being a vigilant police officer, which I expect you to be, you're on your phone?
You really got me in a box here.
Now put that away.
He grumbles and puts the phone in his pocket. And ahead of you, you see a couple of figures. There is Orion, who is just looking, I assume, pretty perplexed. Tabitha, who's looking at Orion, very confused and a bit concerned. There is also a pretty large crow with some sort of shimmering effect to its feathers behind them.
Oh, good. Viola will wave a hand. Tabs, Orion, over here.
Tabs is going to nudge Orion's arm and kind of grab his wrist. Come on. They're here, so let's get going.
I have upsetting information for people. Yay! This is going to be a great meetup.
Yes, and we also have Eagle to explain. Eagle, come along.
Oh no, Eagle's kind of simple to explain
Yo!
comparatively.
Yo, what the fuck is that guy? He's made of straw. That's so scary.
Oh, Eagle.
Eagle.
I don't fuck with that.
Oh.
Eagle, you can take a moment and rest on my shoulder while we converse with them. Come along.
Nah. No, you're going closer to the guy that seems made to scare me.
He wouldn't harm a feather on your head. Come along, please.
He's not good at his job either, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna have you roll a check to see if you can convince Eagle to go to the Scarecrow.
So, is the Scarecrow not good at its job like it said before? Or is Eagle just a little piss baby?
Definitely just a little piss baby, for sure. I'll give you that without requiring a roll.
I guess I'll roll reason.
Okay, roll it up.
I can't swing. Oh, thank God.
Hey!
I rolled a 4.
Technically, this probably should have been a defended roll, but we'll just let the
Oh.
4 slide since that's the average difficulty. Eagle looks very unhappy with the situation, but he lands on your shoulder and allows you to go towards him. I will point out for Margie and Viola and the whole Oz crew, the bird is talking. The bird, it's talking,
And it's glowing in the chest.
and and as you get closer, you realize that it's not just like some sort of faint iridescence or whatever to its feathers. It is like actively glittering with like golden energy.
Magic.
Whoops.
I don't know why you're trying to make this seem strange. It's pretty normal, not gonna lie.
Viola's going to just rub that spot between her eyes and. Okay. Sure.
Oh, was this what you guys were up to? Huh? When
Making
you
new friends?
dropped the call and without notice and left me hanging, saying hello with no answer.
I do apologize, Miss Margie.
And I think Margie, wait, would Margie be able to see that Tabs has Orion's phone in their pocket?
Probably.
Does Tabs even have pockets? Hold on.
I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Tabs is cool like that.
Margie doesn't say a word, but the look on her face is very loud. And she perhaps nudges Viola to point it out.
I'm sorry, what am I looking at, Margie?
Don't you see? The phone.
All right. Is this a problem we need to deal with right now, or can we just work on getting to kill the witch?
It's not it's just interesting, Viola. My goodness.
Oh, okay.
Not stealing her broom.
Yes, we need to steal the witch's broom.
I'm still confused on that part. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Orion, sweetie, you can sit this one out.
Hey, no.
We're all sitting this one out, really. It's more. And she
That is
walks closer to Orion and kind of like gestures to the gang, like Dorothy and JoJo. It's more what they're gonna do. We're just using stealing a broom as a placeholder sort of activity, you know, for the girl.
Margie.
I still want to point out that it's kind of like dumb, but okay. I've already been beat over this once, so I'll be fine to just be quiet.
Who beat you?
Orion. Margie, might I
God.
remind you that Margie, might I remind you?
Did John Noble try something?
Margie. The witch, might I remind you that the witch is a speaker. It could do us some good to have all 4 of us at one place when we confront her. Not to mention that she has a horde of birds and dogs on her side. I might have done some damage to her, but she still has an army. I don't want anyone getting injured.
Just the injured one. Speaking of, I want to cast Fix on Tabs.
Aw, back to being friends.
I'm just gonna try and step away from this.
No, fuck you.
On Tabs' arm wound?
Yeah, where bro
Okay.
got bit.
Not like gonna fix the attitude or anything.
No.
Fix
Is
your
it
Oh, you
healing
never
or
know.
no?
It wouldn't be the first
Okay.
time one of you tried to mind control the other. Yeah, roll your
Listen!
roll your d6s. You just need to hit a 4 for each spirit damage point.
Should I dump a little bit more points into the spell?
Do you have
Seems very
potential points to
useful.
spare?
Well, I mean, I had 4. I used 1 to make
Really?
fix
You had
a
that
permanent
many?
spell. Yeah.
You have so many permanent spells. How do you have that many potential points?
I'm pretty sure I've used most of my potential. Because I got 4 daring, 1 force, 2 grit, 2 reason, 3 scheme. I got 2 in gain, 4 in learn, and currently 1 in fix. I think I have the right amount of potential. Because right now I should have 3 left.
Sure. You know, I don't want to do the math right now, so sure, you have some left.
Yeah, well, if that's going to be a thing, I'm gonna dump 3 into. I'm gonna empty out my potential.
Are you certain? Because that means any new spells you cast, you won't be able to make permanent for this session.
I thought we could only make 1 spell permanent per session.
No, you can do for permanent spells. You can do as many as you want. It's impulses. You can only raise 1 level at a time.
Oh, then I'm going to just dump 2, so I'll have 1 left over in case I get lucky again and have a good spell. I'm not going to make High God a spell. As much as I want to, I don't
Thank God.
partic-
Well, thank.
I
Thank a Leog.
I don't
Yeah.
think Orion likes a Leog.
Yeah, I think the feeling might be mutual, bud.
Well, everyone has to like Orion. I
Go your
command
crit.
it.
Anyways, let's have you cast that fixed spell.
Okay, I have updated my sheet, so I'm going to go ahead and okay, rolling. Let's see. 5, 6, 2.
Damn.
All right. Tabs. How many spirit damage had you taken? Just 2.
2. Yeah.
I thought it was
All right. So the purple light dissipates into your arm, and you are fully healed.
Nice.
Yay! Oh yeah, with that spell, I think that Orion's eyes have been slowly going purple the more he's been using spells. And with this, since he made this one permanent, with this he now has one eye fully purple and the other one just halfway.
Hetero and a half chromia.
Yeah. It's just like one more permanent spell, and we full purple, my guys. We gonna go purple.
Tabs is gonna initially kind of recoil from the touch and let out like a kind of like hiss through his breath, like his teeth, at the initial touch, because I imagine it was kind of out of nowhere, just like, oh yeah, let me just do this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then it's
I feel like it would
fixed.
sting at first, but he's gonna
Oh,
look it over and then be like, oh, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it.
it definitely felt electrical right at the beginning. Like,
Ooh,
has anyone
ouchies.
ever has anyone ever licked a phone charger? It feels
Ha.
like that.
I can't say I have.
Listen, just slightly electrical.
I'm not putting on the agenda either.
Just slightly electrical, not very painful, just kind of buzz, and then it's gone.
Great.
I appreciate your aid, Orion. However, Margie, Viola, I believe that we should all travel together to handle this. It doesn't seem safe.
Nothing ever seems safe.
Oh, that was the game plan all along. We're not doing a little slittery-roo again.
I would appreciate it as much.
Well, with my leg still kind of busted, I cannot do that anyways. Oh yeah, for Margie, Viola, and the rest of the people, the knee in his suit is still blown out, and they can see the very gnarly scar around his knee.
Margie is going to save her questions for later.
Wise.
Yay!
A calmer time.
Oh, one more thing. So, y'all know that voice when we first, when all this crazy stuff started happening?
Yes.
Vaguely, yes.
Okay, so that's a goddess, I don't know. But its name. I found out its name, and its name is kind of dumb.
Okay, well that's rude.
Aleog Hoyt. And you know what? Was kind of an asshole.
What do you mean?
Oh, I cast another spell because I felt like it, and because I tried to do that before, and he didn't answer. They didn't answer. It didn't answer. I'm just gonna say it didn't answer. Yeah, after it, when I tried again, I managed to get through, and you'll know how like a bunch of how like in all the mythologies, like specifically Greek and a couple of others, the gods kind of seem like selfish assholes, but also very childish. I feel like we're in a sitcom on this thing's TV, and now the witch is a speaker because we did everything too fast last time. The season wasn't good enough.
Too fast.
Okay.
I need to stop before I have an existential crisis.
Um,
God gave me magic.
is it possible, Orion, that you were simply hallucinating?
Oh, I think I already did that. So
Um,
that can't happen more than once. That can't happen more than once.
Well,
I assure you that it can.
He did hallucinate.
I assure you, I cast a spell. I'm pretty sure Tabs could back him up on this because Tabs did see, the thing.
Yeah. Tabs is nodding a
Alright.
little bit, like kind of in disbelief but like also I did see something, so like yeah, something did happen, you know?
And I do have another question for you, Orion. I don't know how to phrase this without potentially offending you, but did you speak to the god the way you have been speaking to us lately?
oh,
I mean, he spoke to me the exact same way. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you think that perhaps his response could have been influenced by your attitude? Perhaps?
Well, if you don't like the way that I talk, you can talk to God thing.
You were mighty rude to him.
Go
No,
ahead. Go ahead. I'll wait.
How about we save this for a Sunday? Don't we have a
Okay.
I do
No.
think we have more pressing issues. We have
exactly
this group of folks
exactly.
here that, again, need to find the witch and
Take her broom.
take her broom.
yeah, the camera pans over slowly, and all 5 of them, I guess, including Toto, have just been staring at you, just kind of ping-ponging back and forth between whoever's talking, and their jaws are all dropped. It's like, what are you talking about with God and magic and...
Oh my god.
Right.
Tabs is going to clap his hands and be like, alright, well, the witch is in the middle of the woods. Let's all get a game plan and so we can proceed into the woods. Dorothy, this is your quest, isn't it?
Hey, Tabs. This is me,
Mhm.
Loxley. Hi. Hi, it's me,
Yes.
Loxley, the keeper of the podcast you're in.
Hi, Loxley.
Does Tab suddenly have fourth wall sense?
No. However, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and you can almost hear this distant, wicked cackle.
Oh.
And then you hear in the back of your mind, I see you!
Oh, God damn it.
Through me! Through me!
Yeah, just you. You're the only one that hears it.
What the fuck? I got ghosts in my blood!
It's almost like the witch is a speaker, and speakers can cast spells.
Don't do that.
Fuck. Okay, so Tab is going to stumble back.
That was me, not the Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch is more like, at least it's not Waluigi.
Your mic did not want to register any of that.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's gonna be hell to edit. Anyways, Tabs, go.
Tabs is stumbling back. and kind of gets this look of absolute horror. And I imagine that, like, at this sudden drop back, I imagine that Eagle probably flies off his shoulder at the sudden lack of a perch.
Yeah.
Something just happened. Oh,
Okay.
I heard her voice in my head.
Oh,
The
Lovely.
witch.
have we seen any flying monkeys yet?
There were crows. She had a horde of crows.
Crows, okay. In the book, the crows come for the scarecrow.
What?
Oh, you're fine.
I
You're
don't
fine.
like that.
No. They put you back together afterwards. It's okay.
Oh.
Jesus.
But then the flying monkeys come and steal everyone.
Oh my.
Is there any part of the story that involves the witch going into someone's head?
Ah,
She said that she could see me. I don't know what that accent suddenly was. What the fuck?
I think at this point, did Viola bring the book with her? I feel like she would have grabbed a copy.
No, John Noble still has it and locked in his vault.
I think that Viola found like a copy of the book in the library.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
your
just a
copy.
book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can have that
yeah.
on you for sure.
So she pulls it out and
Okay.
starts skimming through it. Something in the head, speaking in the head. I don't see anything. The witch wants the shoes because they were her sister's shoes.
Can she cast spells like we can?
Yes.
I mean, I assume since they're a speaker, I guess they got witchy powers and speaker powers.
Well, I mean,
Mm.
witches are magic. Apparently, speakers are magic, so it all sort of goes together. Robin Hood thought we were witches, so.
I'm hedging my bets on it just being a double whammy right now.
Hey, Loxley, has she said anything else?
No, that was all. Just I see you.
How ominous.
Crying.
If she sees us, then we need to expect that we don't have the element of surprise, and
Oh,
we'll just take her by force.
Yes, we'll take the broom by force.
during this whole exchange, Orion's just like kind of waving at Tabs' face, like, "Hi, motherfucker! If you can see this, bitch."
And then you punch Tabs in the face, hoping the witch can feel it.
Tabs is definitely like swiping at Orion's hand.
Aw.
You know, like exactly how people act when they see those security cameras at the front of the store.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Tabs smacks away Orion's hand.
Ow!
What are you doing?
No, I'm chastising the witch.
Chastising the witch through me?
No, the witch should stop spying through you.
What the?
Tell the witch no, he can't spy through your body without your consent.
Clearly she can.
That's illegal,
Well, no,
I
I
think.
don't believe. Glances over at Jojo.
Jojo's playing on his phone again.
Let's
This man is
see.
useless.
I know how to take care of the witch. I don't happen to have any water on me.
Well, I mean, we do happen to be magic.
All right, well, let's see if I can make a bucket of water then.
Cool.
Right now, you'd have to tote it all the way down into the woods.
I mean, proof of concept, basically.
I
Well,
suppose.
and, you know, Jojo's big and strong over there. I'm sure he'd like to do something other than be on his phone. So, yeah,
Okay, yeah, whatever. I'll lug your bucket of water because we're gonna kill the wicked witch. Steal the broom of the wicked witch of the west.
yes.
God damn it! All right, Viola, you're casting a spell.
Yes, I want to make water.
I mean, you can go off into a bush over there.
Yes, haha. Would that
Can I use reason? In that she is reasoning out from reading the book that she needs to have water?
Yeah, I don't think that's too much of a stretch. You can go for it.
It's going to be that and ready to roll and then roll. Okay.
After regaining himself, I think that Tab's definitely like invited Eagle back over to sit on his shoulder and is giving him little hit scritches now.
Yeah, Eagle has realized that the scarecrow ain't shit.
Just looking at words. Looking for words.
I do like ebb.
Ooh,
That makes sense for water. Oh, do you have something better?
I like keg.
Okay.
Yo,
Egg is
drown it
really
in
fun.
ale. Drown it in the lazy dog reserve.
Well, but I mean, the keg is just the container. It can hold whatever.
A vessel.
Yeah, fine.
I will say, I think kegs are typically decently heavy, more than a bucket.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah, no, they're
no, a keg is a
solid.
terrible thing to try to heft up the mountain or through the forest. It would be a horrible idea.
Proof of concept?
Wait, aren't kegs hard to get stuff in without pressurized stuff and like special valves?
I mean,
Oh.
she could just magically conjure it with water in it.
Fair point, fair point.
We could just leave it on the side of the road. I mean, it's a proof of concept. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it could be that Viola's kind of distracted by like a little bit of everything, and she ends up making way too much.
Although I do like ebb with ebb and flow and water, but I just want to check the exact definition of ebb because it is the movement of the tide out to sea. So, like water going away. But if it was water going away from me and towards something else.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be different depending on which one you choose. I think we could make either one work.
Oh man. If only you had it in, you could do bend and then Viola would be a waterbender.
Okay, well.
Oh, okay. So a keg is a small cask or barrel with a capacity of 30 gallons or less.
That's a lot.
So it does not have to be giant. It can be small.
True.
Oh, so like the Saint Bernards and all the comics that have the little keg under on their collar.
Oh, I love those guys.
You know my weakness is making things cute or funny and then convincing me with that.
Viola is going to click her pen and cast keg, and the ink will flow out, and it will circle this time around Toto.
Aww.
And it will coalesce into a little keg under his chin.
Oh my god!
It is just a little tiny wooden barrel full of water. It's not a whole lot, but it's cute and adorable, and Toto now has a keg that he's carrying.
Yeah, he yaps excitedly.
Hold on, not that I don't absolutely love this, but what type of dog is Toto?
Like a Scotty. A
Oh,
terrier.
so this is a tiny, tiny keg.
Oh yeah, it's a little baby keg.
It's like a root beer can more than an actual barrel.
Yeah, still. That seems effective. Let's see.
Tempted to hold my dog up to the microphone and see if they'll give us a few little yaps, but I think at most they'd get a growl. In fact, she is growling right now as I'm speaking.
I hear it.
Put me down, human.
And I am going to go ahead and make keg a permanent spell so that I can use it later.
Man, Margie's business is going to be easier than ever. Gotta hire you.
Oh, absolutely. I'll help Margie.
All right, yeah, you have the ability to summon kegs now. Not where I thought that was going, but it works.
So now we should start heading that way, right?
So does that mean you are, as a group, decided to kill the witch? Because I know Tabs was against the idea.
I think Taps was against the idea of Orion doing it.
Yeah, more than anything.
Yeah, I thought Tabs was against the idea of Orion just sneaking up and doing it on his own with no backup.
Yeah, and also Tabs does not know the story and was told to steal the broom.
Margie does not want anybody to die. She's like, as long as, the conditions were met, like the Scarecrow got a brain, Jojo was nice, Edward fixed it until he makes it, then that's
Mhm.
a check. That's task checked off for her.
Fair enough.
Like
For a glimpse into Tabs' thoughts as well, Tabs is a storybook character that knows he's not from around here, and knowing that another storybook character is also a speaker kind of set him off because, Orion's trying to kill another speaker that is very similar to him.
True. At the same time, if you wear the same dress to a party, therefore the witch needs to die because she's stealing your whole thing of being a speaker storybook character.
She doesn't have to die. We can just spill red wine on her, so she'll have to go home and change, or spill water on her, so she'll melt into a puddle and go away.
Okay, well, one of those things is the dying thing, I think.
Wait, hold on. Does the melting into the puddle actually kill you? Let's be honest here.
What do you think?
In the story, it seems to.
I didn't
yes.
hear or see anything about a single internal organ. So does the witch even need to be in witch form? Is the witch just a glob? Is the witch secretly an ooze?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I feel like our plan is to confront the witch at the very least, even though we're told by Viola that there's a lot of misfortunes that do happen.
Yes, we really do need to just... We'll try to skip over the bad parts. There are a lot of them.
Well, I hate to be that guy, but anyone else got any magic they can use to help me fix my ankle?
Well, don't bother with Helios.
Yeah, please don't burn my ankle. I mean, I can get it, but I've been spelling up a storm lately.
I did have a spell that I used on Margie, but I don't know if you'd like that right now.
Do you want me to try?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like my ankle hurt. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I really don't like my ankle hurt.
I can try if you'd like.
Sure.
All right.
I like being able to at least walk if we're going to deal with whatever's going on.
Well, does feeling feels like a good way to try to repair someone?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
All right, so that's 3d6. Let's see what I've got. Ooh.
Are you doing a new spell then?
Yep. Because I
Alrighty.
don't feel like Vibes would heal his leg.
Let's see.
Ah,
Huh.
that is a rough set of letters.
Huh.
Hmm.
Would Margie like to help or something? Orion might help. Can Orion help?
I think, like I said earlier, the only reason I was going to allow it after the fact was because I was too late.
Dang.
The
Okay.
roll, I
Yeah,
think normally you do have to do boons beforehand. They're not really a reaction thing.
that's fair.
Hmm. That is not a helpful set of letters.
Nope.
If you can't think of anything, you can save a number of letters equal to the level of the impulse you rolled, and then set those letters aside for later, for another attempt.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Unless someone else is seeing something that I miss. Eve is not going to do anything. Hugh's not going to do anything. I can't sue your leg into feeling better.
Right, with litigation like John Noble.
What about use? Like if it's really like screwed up, but what if Viola is able to just cast use, so Orion is able to just walk despite his injury?
Oh, so like
Oh.
he's been doing.
Ooh.
Well, yeah. So I guess 0. The net is 0.
Hey, it's just gotta work. That's it.
I mean, Hughes could get it repaired to the point where he can use it comfortably.
Hmm.
No.
Definitely to the point where you can use it. I'm not sure if comfortably is quite. I don't know. I think we can make it work for the moment. I don't know if it's going to be a fully fixed issue.
Is it gonna have to like stay as a ongoing spell in order to keep it?
No, I don't think so because I mean, out of character, that would mean Viola can't use magic for the whole time, which would be essentially like halfway taking her character out, which would suck. And not be fun for Danny, I assume.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Not so much, no.
I think it would just be kind of like adrenaline, where once it wears off, it's probably going to be a bit worse than it was when you started.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, Orion can fix it. He just he feels like he's been spelling a little hard today.
I think that's what she'll do then is she will cast use,
Hmm.
and it's his ankle that's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Currently, yeah.
she clicks her pen, staring at him, and again the ink flows out, and it wraps around his ankle almost like an ace bandage,
Okay, yeah, no.
Ooh.
That
sort of
works.
temporarily propping him up.
Ace bandages are straight up magical.
It's not a permanent fix, but it's better than nothing, yes?
It's better than it was, yeah.
Okay, good.
All right. So, is it time? Do you set off towards the Wicked Witch of the West?
Mm-hmm.
I think we finally do.
Yes.
Finally.
Follow the leaf path forest.
Well, you want to run that one back?
What?
You know what? Never mind. We'll let it
I
we'll
was,
let it
I was,
go.
I was about to say, please don't make a yellow brick road like appear slightly to the side.
No, the yellow brick road was when Dorothy was following the yellow line on the road way back at the beginning of this manifestation. I don't know if anyone got that.
Yeah.
The problem was that I forgot that the yellow line is usually in the middle and not on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So I guess Fox Jump is just backwards with its road colors.
Fucked up. I guess this child was just playing in the street.
Aren't trees fucky? Are trees gotta be fucky?
I mean, Orion did put a big hole in it, a Tom-shaped hole.
And then his car ran over a motherfucker.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked. Point
Oh, yeah.
is that we have a motley crew of Margie, Viola, Orion, and Tabs, with Eagle, Dorothy, Toto, Edward, Jojo, and the Scarecrow. And you're all traipsing through the woods once more in the direction that Tabs came from, towards the Wicked Witch of the West. You know you're heading into danger. You know that you're going to need a lot of things. You're going to need courage. You're going to need heart. You're going to need brains. And afterwards, you're going to need a way home. But you've got magic, so I'm sure you'll make it